back to Tom's Life. Today's Sunday special is lemon meringue pie. So the ingredients you need is plain flour, butter, caster sugar, icing sugar, cornflour, eggs, 3 lemons, 1 orange. So first step, we're going to prep the ingredients to make our pastry. So I'm going to weigh out the plain flour. So first step, we're going to weigh out 175 grams of plain flour using my talking scales. Just put some in.
It is 175 grams.
Spot on. Once you weighed out 175 grams of plain flour, you're going to place it in a mixing bowl. So next step, we're going to weigh out our butter. You will need 100 grams for your pastry. So you're just chopping some off. Place it in my scales.
It is 69 grams.
Does need a little bit more.
It is 69 grams. It is 69 grams. It is 108 grams.
Take a little bit off.
It is 69 grams. It is 91 grams. It is 92 grams. It is 99 grams.
That'll do. So what you do is once you've weighed 100 grams, you're going to place your butter in with your plain flour. And now you're going to weigh out another 85 grams of butter for your filling.
It is 59 grams.
Just going to add a little bit more.
It is 78 grams. It is 78 grams. It is 84 grams.
That'll do. When you weighed out your butter, you want to get a little bowl and you just want to place that in. And we've weighed out our butter for our filling and pastry. You're now going to weigh out 100 grams of pastry sugar using my talking scales.
It is 170 grams.
Just going to take quite a bit out.
It is 158 grams. It is 143 grams. It is 132 grams. It is 124 grams. It is 112 grams. It is 104 grams. It is 97 grams. It is 99 grams.
That will do. Once you've got 100 grams of caster sugar, you're going to get a small mixing bowl and you're going to place it all in. Get it all out. So you're now going to start making your pastry, your sweet pastry. You're just breaking your butter up into little pieces. Then you'll use your fingertips to rub it together in with the flour. So you make nice breadcrumbs. And then you will add in some icing sugar, egg yolk and a little bit of water to bind it all together to make your pastry. I'm using the fingertip method, but if you don't like getting your fingers or fingertips messy, you can use a food blender, and it will just take a minute or two. So you just want to give it a good rub for 2 to 3 minutes, working that butter in. But what I say when I do this, don't have hot hands or you'll melt the butter. So you want to have nice cold hands. Once you have finally blitzed your flour and butter into nice fine pieces, you're just going to put a teaspoon of icing sugar in to sweeten the pastry. And with a knife, you just want to give that little stir in and give it all a good bind in. Do like a chop action, get it all round. So you've got a nice sweet pastry. And in a minute we add in an egg yolk, and we'll leave the whites for our meringue, and we'll also add in a little drop of water to bind it all together. Now you're going to crack 1 egg. You're carefully going to place the white in the bowl, and you're going to try and keep the egg yolk in the shell. So you'll put that in with your pastry. So you just want to break it down the middle. Carefully break your shell. And you just want to shake it side to side, the egg yolk. So your white goes into the bowl. And then with your egg, you want to place it in with your pastry. You put your white to one side. You put a splash of water in. And then with your knife, you want to start bringing this all nicely in together. Give it a good mix in. So you're binding it all together. To make your pastry. Now you want to start rolling out your pastry. So I've just placed some plain flour on our surface. Just put a little bit on your rolling pin. You just want to carefully roll it out. You want to keep moving it and just passing it out. You want a nice thin layer. So you just do a few rolls and then you just carefully pat it. You don't want to overdo the pastry, what you've made. You get in the middle what you've missed. Just a few rows one way. Now you want to place it in your dish. So you just lay it out. And you just want to carefully pat it to the sides. You don't want to stretch it too much, but you just want to make a nice even layer. So you don't see any cracks, but you don't want it to be damaged. You don't want to damage it too much. Doesn't matter if you don't get all the way around the edges. We want it mostly in the middle. So you're just patting it down carefully. So next step, you're going to preheat your oven. I'm switching on my oven. Using my bumpons to tell me which one is the oven. And now you want to set this at 200 degrees to start off with. I have set that at 200 degrees. Let that just preheat before you place your pastry in the oven to cook for 15 minutes. Now you want to place your pastry in the oven to cook on a high shelf. Somewhere in the middle. You want to close the door. Let that cook for 15 minutes while you make your filling for your lemon meringue pie. So next step, you're going to start making your filling. You first want to chop your lemon in half. And you want to put all your juice in a pan. You want to put your hand over the pan. Give it a good squeeze so all the juice comes out and none of the pips. This will give flavour to your lemon meringue pie. I'll show you again. So with your other half, you squeeze, and you'll need about 3 lemons to give it, if you like it a bit lemony. And you just keep doing that. And then to give it some flavour, you add in a tangerine too. 1 orange, 1 small orange. So next step, you're going to prep your orange. You're first going to chop it down the middle. And like what you did with your lemon, you're going to squeeze your orange. Squeeze it all in. You're just putting your hand over the pan in case any pips go in. And then you'll do the same with your other half. So next you want to make your meringues. You first want to crack your eggs. You're just dropping all your white in there, and you leave your yolk in there, or you use it for your filling. I'll show you again how I did that. You first carefully want to crack it. Carefully break it. And you just want to keep tossing your egg yolk side to side, and you get all your white in, just like that. And then you keep doing it with your last egg. So we now have broke our egg whites and we put them in a bowl. We're slowly going to add some cashew sugar to start making our meringues. You first want to add 2 or 3 spoonfuls. Then you'll start whisking it, and then you'll slowly keep adding in the sugar while you're whisking it. So I've just added in 3 teaspoons. So you'll start whisking it now. It will get a little bit loud. Now you just want to add 1 full egg without any of the shell going into your pan. So you place it in like that. Now you want to add in 2 teaspoons of corn flour into your filling. Tap it off. You add another one in. This will help it to thicken, and you also add in your sugar and butter. So you're just going to give it another little tap, just like that. So next step, you want to switch on your hob. You want to put it on medium heat. You want to get your saucepan with all your filling in at the moment. And you just want to keep stirring it so it doesn't stick to the bottom. It'll take a few minutes to heat up. Then you will add in your butter when it starts to bubble and your sugar. And we don't want to overdo the eggs, so we haven't got it on high. But you just want that to heat up for a minute or 2 so it starts to thicken. And this will be our lemon filling. Now you're going to place in your butter. You want this to melt. And then in a minute, when this is starting to melt, you add in your sugar. And then we want it all thicken up. But at first we just want to melt our butter to make a nice rich and thick filling. You want to do this for a few minutes till all the butter has melted. Then you add in your sugar. And then you will only put it on the heat for a minute or 2 more longer till the sugar has dissolved. Then you'll take it off. Then you'll make your meringues. Now you add in your sugar. And you want to keep stirring it. So you just keep stirring it for a minute or 2 longer, so it starts to thicken up. When you think it looks done, you take it off the heat. Don't worry, we're going to put this in the oven. Now you want to pour your filling all over your pastry. Get it out. Put your wooden spoon. Just spread it all round. So you got a nice even layer. Then what you do is you make your meringue, and then you'll put this in the oven to cook for 18 to 20 minutes till your meringue goes nice and crispy. So this is what your meringue should look like when you have properly whisked it with a lecky beater. Now you just want to start spooning it on your filling. from the outside. Going all the way round. So you're going all the way around the outside first and then bringing it in. And then when you've still got more left, you'll keep building it up. So this is what your meringue should look like. You're just going to place it in the oven to go nice and crispy on the top for 18 to 20 minutes. Now you're going to place it in the oven on the middle shelf. You're going to close the door and keep an eye on it. And you will have to turn it round to do the other half. So this is what it should look like when it has set. This is how you make my lemon meringue pie. Don't forget to hit the like button, share and subscribe, and thank you. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. More videos coming soon.